Senator Roberts.
Thank you, President. My question is to the Minister for Finance, Senator Gallagher. ABC reports in July revealed that hackers were able to exploit loopholes in the government's MyGov system and, as of February 2023, lodged more than $500 million in fraudulent tax claims. Given the minister's claims that a digital identity would be secure, can the minister please provide an updated figure on how many billions of dollars in fraudulent claims hackers have lodged to date in exploiting MyGov system vulnerabilities?
Thank you, Senator Roberts. Minister Gallagher.
Thank you, President. And the first thing to say about that is MyGov is different to MyGov ID. They are completely different things. So I don't have updated information. Well, MyGov is the site you go to, as many people in this place will have, to engage with government in an online way. MyGov ID is a digital ID that you control and own and use for verifying your identity, and for MyGov ID for lodging, if you're a business, for engaging with the tax office in particular. There are 10.5 million Australians who have a MyGov ID and use it for that purpose, but it is very different to the question that Senator Roberts raises around the MyGov system, which I don't have an update on. It falls under the Minister for Government Services portfolio. I'm happy to see if there's something that minister would be able to provide you around an update on that. MyGov obviously is a system that we invest heavily in to make sure that it is usable and safe for people when they are engaging with government, but that doesn't change the comments I made last week about the digital ID system being safe and trustworthy and voluntary. If you're an individual, you will not have to have one of these digital ID, but if you do want one, the option is there, and it's a way of reducing the amount of information that government collects in order to verify your identity. So the two things, MyGov ID and MyGov, and I accept that they are similarly named, are very different things indeed.
Thank you, Minister. Senator Roberts, first supplementary.
Thank you. Minister, in June, Russian hackers compromised top-secret Australian Defence Force data. In July, NDIS participants were exposed in a data breach and the Department of Home Affairs leaked personal small business information. In August, the Department of Veteran Affairs leaked medical data. In September, Australian Federal Police data was hacked. Minister, why is it falsely claimed that the government's digital ID is secure when the government can't keep data secure?
Thank you, Senator Roberts. Minister Gallagher.
Thank you. Well, I don't accept the proposition that's being put by Senator Roberts. Yes, government systems are under constant attack and threat, as most businesses are in this country, from cybercrime, from hackers and from scams and criminals that are engaged in such activity. And so the government invests heavily in protecting our systems and making sure that they are safe, but in a sense you're making the argument for a digital ID, because a digital ID is about reducing the amount of information that a government holds on you, about you, for services. Because of the way the system works, you retain the information, but you are able to have your ID verified through a process of exchange that allows those systems to be unlocked. It is absolutely fundamental to the digital ID system is reducing the amount of information, having the safeguards in place to protect info.
Senator Roberts, second supplementary.
Thank you. Minister, will the government support a One Nation amendment to the Digital Identity Bill explicitly stating that no Australian will ever be denied access to services because they do not have a digital ID? Or is the claim that the digital ID won't be compulsory just misinformation?
Thank you, Senator Roberts. Minister Gallagher.
I'm happy to engage with you genuinely on digital ID, Senator Roberts. I accept your interest in it, and I am very willing to work with anyone in this chamber about making sure that the legislation that passes this place is the best that it can be. In relation to your specific question, as part of the bill, we do require that services be maintained and offered for people that do not want to have a digital ID. So that protection is there, but I am very happy to engage with you more broadly on the bill, and including in other areas that you might have concerns about. That clause specifically relates to individuals. As you know, MyGov ID is required for business-related services, and part of that is about minimising fraud and identity theft, verifying individuals as part of their engagement with the tax office.